All right, it's very good. So we seem to have two new people today. One is Panendra and another one is, I'm sorry, what's your name? Ramanjanel, right. So guys, actually, we did not very well introduce ourselves, right? So we kind of started jumping into the session, but we did not really introduce ourselves. So why don't we introduce ourselves to start with? Let me start. Okay. I'm Shyam. I have 18 years of experience into performance testing, engineering, and related competencies. So, luckily or unluckily, most of my experience goes into LoadRunner, Dynatrace, and related techniques. Okay. So, Pavan is my associate who would actually be dealing with the JMeter sessions. Okay. So, I'll be dealing with the LoadRunner, and Pavan would be dealing with the JMeter sessions. All right. And I will be dealing with the Dynatrace, and he might actually take up the Splunk. Okay. And we'll also introduce you to several other monitoring tools that are needed for our career. Okay. So I'll be taking you through this particular performance testing basics for the first few days, after which we'll actually cover the load runner. All right. Now we have actually already covered 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. Today is the third day of our sessions. All right. But these 2 days we have covered absolute basics and everything has been recorded. So all the sessions, if somebody has joined newly, like Panendra, Ramanjanelu here in the class, all the sessions, if you have missed any sessions, please go through the recording sessions. Where are the recording sessions? These are available as public videos in the internet. Go into the YouTube, search for the MGM IT Training, and ensure that you subscribe and turn on all notifications. And when you go into this, you would actually be able to see this. I've already subscribed, so this is there. And when you go into this, you can actually see the playlists. Okay, so go into this particular playlist, and you would actually be able to see PT June 2024 load runner. All right. So if you go into this, you would actually be able to see that you can play these particular videos. Okay. There are 2 videos that are there, and you would actually be able to play those videos. Okay. I don't want to play that right now, but you would actually be able to play those videos. Okay. Clear about it, guys? Did I just start it? Looks like I started. Okay. So we'll actually be able to run those particular videos. Like this is my previous session, PT March 2024. See over here, we have 56 videos, right? We have 56 videos, but all these videos will not be accessible for you because these are private videos. Most of them are private videos. Okay. Only when you actually, subscribe to this class, only then you would actually be able to get access to the remaining videos, but only for your batch, not for the other batches. Okay, clear about it, guys? So let's say, you missed a class or something like that, you would still be able to have the access to these particular videos. Okay, so you can very well go through that particular videos. Clear about it, guys? Yes, guys. So, and one more thing I would like to insist, guys, please do come to the class. I'm seeing still a lot of people are actually joining through the online sessions. So I would strongly encourage all of you to actually come to the physical class. That would be very, very beneficial. Trust me, that would be very, very beneficial. Okay. So, yeah, that's my speech. Now, let's actually go ahead and try and introduce ourselves very, very quickly. Okay. Let's not spend too much time, but very quickly, let's try to introduce ourselves. What I want to know is, I want to know your name, your, when did you pass out? What is your experience, and how did you come to this particular performance testing career? Okay, so shall we start with the online folks? Yes, guys. Srivalli?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
My name is Srivalli, sir. I completed MCA in 2015. I'm working as a lecturer in computer science department. and I came to know this about this institute to my friends, sir.
Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Aishwarya?
Yes, sir. My name is Aishwarya Chamle. I have completed the MSc Computer Science, and yeah, that's it, sir.
You have completed MSc Computer Science when?
2020.
2020. So have you been doing something in these days?
No, sir.
Okay. So Srivali, Aishwarya, both are computer science backgrounders.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Anita?
Hi, sir. Hi, everyone. Myself, Anita, have completed my graduation in 2019 in computer science. From the past 4 years, I'm working at IBM. In that 1 year on the manual testing, and remaining on the remaining 3 years on the performance testing. But I have currently having an experience on JMeter and RPT tools. As I don't have an experience on LoadRunner, when I'm going through the YouTube to self-learning, I've gone through this Sir YouTube channel. That's how I come to this institute. Thank you.
Very good, Anita. And Anita, please feel free to jump in with your experiences when we are discussing in the class. Okay?
Sure, sir. Yeah.
That would be beneficial to the complete batch as well as you.
Yeah, sure, sir.
We can actually throw a different perspective on your experience, and you can throw a different perspective on our experience. Okay?
Yeah, right, sir. Sure.
Nitin?
Hey, hi everyone. So myself Nitin Saurav, and I'm passed out in 2014 in information technology branch. And from there I have joined IT company. So I'm having 8 years of experience in quality testing, where I'm having total experience in automation testing.
Total experience in automation testing. So
Yeah.
now trying to take a look at converting to performance testing.
Yes, I just want to learn a performance testing. I come to know using like via Facebook. I'm scrolling, so I got to know about this institute.
Okay. Thanks, Nitin. Panendra?
Thank you.
Yeah, hi Shyam. Good morning. Hi everyone. This is Panindra actually. I am from Bangalore, and I came to know one of your old students referred you actually. I had completed MBA in 2011 batch at SU University Tirupati, and I'm completely new into the IT field. I was working as a finance manager last few years, so right now I'm changing to my career to IT.
Okay. So you are an IT manager, you said?
No, finance manager. I have worked on last few years.
Okay, you are a finance manager. Okay, you are trying to convert to the IT field.
Yes.
Okay. So what is your educational background again? I'm sorry.
MBA Finance and Marketing.
MBA Finance. Okay.
Yes.
So you got some experience with the any computer basics?
Yeah, I have worked on it because the last 2 years I worked into the UI developer actually. So right now I'm looking into the testing field. I have the knowledge on the UI.
Okay, very good. And please try to, guys, everyone, please try to put your cameras on. All right? Sai?
Yeah, hi, good morning. Hi, everyone. This is Sai Kumar. I'm from Hyderabad. I have been working in TCS for 1.5 years of work experience in performance testing. I don't have much experience in load runner. That's why I came to this
Very good,
class.
Sai.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Sai, as I said to Anita as well, please feel free to put in your experiences as well when we are discussing. Okay? Whenever you feel like you can add a point or anything, please do that. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And Shiva?
Hi, sir. Good morning. I'm from Karimnagar, sir. I completed my postgraduate in 2016 in power electronics. Presently, I'm working as an assistant professor in one of the engineering college. Now I am shifting to my career to performance testing. One of my friends suggested to join this class. So that's why I am joined. Yes, thanks.
Very good. And your background is computer science, right?
And no, sir, power electronics, EEE, electrical.
Electronics. Okay, great. Yeah, thanks, sir. Then who else is there? Yes, Aswini?
Yeah, hi all. Good morning. I am Yashaswini. I have completed my BTech in 2021 in information technology. I'm having 2+ years of experience in performance testing in Neolo tool. While exploring to learn regarding LoadRunner, I got to know this training institute and joined this class. Thank you.
Very good. Same as the other people, yes, Aswini. If you have experience, please feel free to talk about it. Okay?
Sure, sure.
Supriya?
Hi, sir. I'm Supriya. I have completed my BTech in 2015, and I have 3 years of IT experience. And later on, I took a break, and now I want to restart my career. And I have gone through the YouTube, and I have seen this MGM IT training. That's how I joined here.
Okay. What is your educational background?
BTech.
BTech?
BTech in EC.
EC. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Great. And US, you want to come forward? Come here, because other people cannot hear you.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Myself, Anil Kumar. I have completed my graduate in 2019 in triple streams. I have working experience in 1.5 experience in Java. I'm now ready to jump in performance testing. And all that's myself.
Your educational background?
Yeah,
triple. Okay, yeah. Very good. Come on. Guys, the reason why I'm asking, especially the students in the class, to come forward and talk is, that way you will lose your stage fear. And that is most important. Forget about your technical training is. Okay, that is the most important thing that is required when you go into a job. Okay, go on.
Hi friends. Good afternoon.
Louder.
Hi everyone. Good morning. I'm Lakshmi and I did my post-graduation, completed my post-graduation in the year 2014. I'm from ECG background and I go through the net and I found this institute and I am interested in performance testing, so I joined this.
Very good. Thank you, Lakshmi.
No. Hi friends, my name is Raman Neder. I have completed degree in BSc Statistics in 2023. My sister said this institute, so I joined this.
Very good. Your sister did some training in this institute or friend? Okay. What is her name? All right, guys. So this is a little introduction about ourselves. Now, guys, when you actually come to the class, there will be several opportunities for you to come forward and present some topic over here. Okay, so that would be included. All right. So the reason is, guys, especially people who are working, you would have already observed that not the people who actually have technical knowledge, the people who are ready to go ahead and talk, whether they are right or wrong, but the people who are bold enough to actually stand up and talk, those guys would actually get ahead of the career very, very fast. How much ever technical you are, the people who are bold enough to talk before everyone, those are the guys who would go forward in the career faster than you. Okay, if you are technical, that is an additional point. Okay, of course, for your job, having your technical skills is the base. So we'll learn the technical skills, but along with that, we'll also try to develop the communication skills. Okay, is that clear, guys? Yes, guys. Some of us are actually from non-Telugu background, so all my communication would be mostly in English. All right, but guys, if any of you are not feeling comfortable, if any of you are, feeling like, okay, I did not understand this, please feel free to stop me and ask me, Shyam, can you please explain again? And I will try to explain in a simpler language or in some other language. Okay, is that clear, guys? Of course, I don't know Hindi very much, and I don't know any other language. So Telugu is okay, but other languages we would have to look at it. Okay, clear, guys?
Yeah, Shyam.
All right, guys. Enough time spent on this thing. Now let's actually go ahead with our work. Now, yesterday we have actually covered until. Okay, very good. So there is a question over here from Lakshmi in the classroom asking me, what is the difference between performance testing and performance engineering? Okay, we'll come to that. But however, we are still in the basics, right? I don't want to, deviate from that particular basics. Okay, so let's complete that. And when we get into the performance testing part of it, we'll answer this particular question. Okay, and please note it down, Lakshmi. Please note it down and ensure that if I don't answer it by any chance, please ensure to remind me. Okay, is that clear? That is the basic question I would definitely answer, but still, for any question that I say that I would answer afterwards, please note it down. Please ensure to ask me when that particular topic comes up. Okay, clear about it, guys? As most of you know, I'm also doing another job. Okay, so there are too many things going on in my mind, and I tend to forget. Please don't take it otherwise. Please ensure that you ask again. Nothing wrong. Okay, clear about it, guys? Yeah. Now, let's actually discuss a little bit more about whatever that we were discussing yesterday. Yesterday, we were discussing about the IP addresses, isn't it? IP addresses, host names, ports. These are the things that we were discussing. Okay. Now, what is the IP address of this particular machine? How do I know?
We can go to CMD.
Go into the CMD and hit IP config. Okay. See, guys, today yes, I'll tell you. Today, the IP addresses. The IP addresses. What was the IP address yesterday, guys? What was the IP address yesterday? 101. Today, it is 1.11. Changed or not? This is dynamic IP address. Whenever I restart my machine, or whenever I try to reconnect to this particular Wi-Fi network, there would be a dynamic IP that would actually be assigned to me. Okay, so this is the IP address. Okay, now also I would actually be able to go into this particular whatismyap.com in order to understand what is my public IP address. Okay, so what is my public IP address? This is my public IP address. Okay, so this is my public IP address. Oops, that's copied as an image. Come on, why is it a big image? Uh, 245.172, just in case if I'm not able to, copy it. Okay, it is not able to copy, but you can see, right? Previously we saw 166.90, but now we are actually able to see it is 245.172. So this is a dynamic address. Okay. Now there is a question: what is the difference between IPv4 and IPv6? We've already discussed about this, but I'll repeat again. There are some new folks, and there is also a question. So we'll repeat it again. See, there are only certain number of IPs that you would actually be able to get in the IPv4. Okay. Every device that gets connected to the internet should need a IP. We've already discussed about this, right? So every device, whether it is your washing machine, whether it is your AC, whether it is, any device that gets connected to the internet should need an address, isn't it? Now, there are only a limited number of addresses in the IPv4. And all of those are fastly, very, very fastly completing. So we are slowly shifting towards the IPv6. Okay. So now all the devices that are getting connected to the internet, they are supporting the IPv6. And very shortly, we will only use the IPv6. Okay. We won't use IPv4 anymore. That would be a deprecated technology. All right. So in IPv6, you can actually see there are, this, what do you call this as? Colon, right? This particular colon is the differentiator. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There would be 8, different things over here. Okay. So there are many more. There are many more addresses that you would actually be able to accommodate over here.
What is the?
See, it is an address. You are just basically trying to give an address. All right. So, for example, the address of this institute is Vasavi MPM Grand Mall, Amirpet, and so on. All right. Now, if the government decides, okay, I'll change this Amirpet, to a different name, what would happen? There would be a different address that you would actually mention, isn't it? There are, you would very constantly see this, right? The street names and everything would keep changing. Especially in our streets, they would actually change the names of the streets and everything. So what would happen? You would just simply change that particular address. So this is the old version of this address. IPv4 is the old version of the address, and IPv6 is the new version of the address. Okay. So still people are actually using IPv4. But very, very shortly, we are getting rid of this particular IPv4 and we are going to go ahead and try to use IPv6. There are many more. See, what in this particular IPv4, how this particular address is there. IPv4. How the address will be there? It will be there something like 172.25.23. You would actually be able to give .1 to 256. Sorry, 255. Okay. So in each of this particular, between the dots, you would actually be able to give 1 to 255. All right. So how many total addresses are there? I'm sorry.
Sam, it will be 0 to 255, right?
Can you please be a bit louder?
Yeah. So last digit will be 0 to 255, right? Or it will be 1 to 255.
But 0 usually is blocked for some other thing. Okay. So the addresses that can actually be assigned is 1, 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you would actually be able to give only 1 to 255. Now, how many addresses total are there? Totally, how many addresses can be accommodated? 255 over here, 172.2. 255 into 255 into 255 into 255. Okay, that is the total number of devices that can get connected to the internet at once.
Yeah.
Okay, is that clear?
Yeah.
But guys, the number of devices that are getting connected to the internet are very, very fastly increasing.
Yeah.
Okay, every day there are millions of people getting added to the network.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So Africa, there is very hardly any network that was there previously. Now, Jio, Airtel, everybody is going there. They are actually trying to provide them with the cheap network so that the whole African continent is now getting connected to the internet. What would happen? So many people millions of people are getting connected to the internet. What would happen? Addresses are happening. All the addresses are used up.
Yeah.
Okay. In this particular IPv4, there are no more addresses. But if a device has to get connected to the internet, we need an address. So since this is getting, used up very, very fast, we are actually going to go with IPv6. Is that clear? Yes.
Yeah.
Not unlimited, but many, many, many more, which is not going to be used up in the short term. Okay? Is that clear?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir.
Sam, I have one more question.
Sure. But
Like
can you please be a bit louder, or give me 1 second?
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable with the speaker. Let me change the speaker.
Okay, no issues.
Yeah. Now please go ahead.
Yeah, so like we can get like using IP config commands, we can get a dynamic IP. So how can we get a static IP?
So in order to get the static IP, you have to disable the DHCP in your system setting. Okay. We talked about the DHCP, right?
Yeah.
What is DHCP?
Yeah, dynamic host configuration protocol. Yeah.
Configuration protocol. Okay. On every machine, the DHCP is by default enabled. Okay. So you have to disable that particular DHCP by going into the settings. Don't ask me where. I don't remember where.
Yeah, no issues.
Somewhere in your settings, you would actually be able to find that particular DHCP. Okay. You can actually disable that. And but when you disable it, you would also have to coordinate with your ISP, Internet Service. Okay.
Yeah.
One particular IP has to be constantly assigned to you.
Okay.
Okay. So you have to coordinate with your ISP as well. Okay.
Yeah. So if I want to know some other in one of a network, like we have 20 systems connected. If I want to know static IP of some other computer, is it possible to know that, or like it's only I can know about my system static IP?
See, if that particular system actually has only, if that particular system has got DHCP disabled, then you would actually be able to ping that particular system, and you would actually be able to get the IP address. Okay. In that particular ping command, right? Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes. So yesterday, so for example, if I use this particular ping, google.com, then what would happen? It would actually come up with the IP address.
Yes.
So see over here, what is it using?
Yeah. Two for
What kind of IP is it using?
It's IPv6.
It is IPv6.
Yeah.
So they've already shifted.
Yeah.
Right. So they don't want to use the IPv4 anymore. Okay. So lot of new systems that are coming up, they are actually using only the IPv6. Okay.
Got it.
So guys, this is about this particular IP. All right. Now, the next topic that we are going to discuss is, yesterday we've also discussed about the DNS, right? Domain naming server. Okay. So what would happen in this particular domain naming server, guys? What is the use of domain naming server?
Because Sam, like nowadays, right? We cannot remember IP address for anything, right? So because people can know that, so we can provide some name for that particular IP address. So that is called domain naming server, as per my understanding.
Perfect. So IP addresses. Okay. It saves all the fully qualified domain name. It saves the qualified domain name along with the IP addresses, so that it would, it is very difficult for us to remember that particular IP address, isn't it? So what would happen? This particular DNS would actually help us save that particular, IP address. Okay. And you can actually give google.com or ICICIbank.com, HDFCbank.com, whatever, and the DNS would actually give you the IP address. You need not remember that particular IP address of the server. Exactly. Whenever you enter the URL. Sorry? No, host and domain are different. Okay, what is host? The name of the machine. Okay, the name of the machine. But what is domain? There are a set of servers. That is the application that you are actually trying to access. Okay, ICICIbank.com. That is a domain. And what does that mean? There could be hundreds of servers between that particular firewall. Okay, but you are only calling ICICIbank.com. All right. Host means just one machine, only one machine. Okay, your system, that is the host, only one machine. Okay, clear about it, guys? Right. Now, this is called as, please observe here, guys. Everybody look at the screen. This is called as URL bar. What is URL? Uniform Resource Locator. And in this URL, you give the fully qualified domain name, www.icicibank.com. Okay. And you would actually be able to see the website. But guys, can I just say icicibank.com and would I be able to get the website? No, not possible. What would happen? It would actually try and capture, it would actually try and go to the DNS server in order to get the address, and only then it would actually be able to send out to the address. Okay? Clear about it, guys? Yes, guys?
Yes, I'm interested.
Okay? So this is about the, sure? అర్థం కాకపోతే చెప్పండి. Okay, కొంచెం confused పెట్టారు. The one more thing is, if you have not covered the previous 2 sessions, I రెండు కవర్ చేయకపోతే కొంచెం కన్ఫ్యూజింగ్ ఉంటుంది, ఎందుకంటే నేను ఐపీ అడ్రస్ ఇవన్నీ ఆల్రెడీ మాట్లాడేసాను. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ వై యూ మైట్ యాక్చువల్లీ గెట్ ఎ లిటిల్ కన్ఫ్యూజ్డ్. బట్ నార్మల్గా ఇదంతా బేసిక్సే. బట్ గో త్రూ దోస్ పర్టికులర్ వీడియోస్ చూపించా కదా ఎలా వెళ్ళాలో, యూట్యూబ్లోకి వెళ్ళి గో త్రూ దోస్ పర్టికులర్ వీడియోస్ అండ్ ఇట్ విల్ బి వెరీ వెరీ సింపుల్, వెరీ ఈజీ. ఏం ఇందులో రాకెట్ సైన్స్ ఏం లేదు, చాలా సింపుల్. ఓకే, ఒక్కసారి ఆ వీడియోస్ చూడండి, అర్థం కాకపోతే రేపు మళ్ళీ చెప్పండి, విల్ టాక్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. ఓకేనా? ఓకేనా? Okay, sorry. All right. So when you go to this particular URL, what would happen? It would actually go to the DNS server and it would actually get the IP address for this, and it would actually send out the request to that particular IP address. Okay, all this would go in the background. You need not do anything. Okay, now guys, let's say I'm actually building a new website. Okay, let's say I'm building a new website, icicibank.com. Let's just say that. Okay, now when I'm trying to build a new website, I still did not update this particular website, this domain name in my DNS server. Okay, I still did not update this particular domain name in the DNS server. Now, when I still did not update this particular domain name in the DNS server, if I put in the domain name, would I be able to access that? Not possible, isn't it? But then guys, how do I test it? If I want to test it, especially in the performance testing or in the functional testing, if I want to test that particular domain name, how do I test it? What I would be able to do is, there is a file called host file in every machine. Okay, there is a file called host file in every machine. And what we would do is, we will actually update this particular domain name in that particular host file. Okay, and we will give the domain name and the IP address in the host file. And what would happen is, this host file would act as a DNS server. And even before it goes into the DNS server, it would actually first check in the host file whether it has the address in that particular host file. And only then it would actually go into the DNS server. Host file, it would check and then go to the DNS server. Okay, go to the host file. Okay, but yeah, it is a local file. Let me show you. Okay, it is a local file, isn't it? So that would be very, very fast. So going to the C, even I forgot where it is. Going to the C, Windows, Windows System 32. Give just a second, guys. Yeah, system32, drivers, and etc. Okay, so this is the path. All right, this is the path. See, Windows, system32, drivers, etc. Okay, and over here you would actually be able to find the host file. Okay, clear, guys? So if you open it in a notepad, you can actually open it in a notepad, and you would actually be able to see any things that I have already, defined. Okay, so for example, this is the IP address and this is the fully qualified domain name that I'm actually trying to give. Is that clear? Yes, guys. Okay, so it will go to the host file, it would DNS server. Okay, normally if you don't find it in the host file, and if you go to the DNS, if it still does not find, then it would go to the master DNS. For the ISP, there is another ISP, right? So if Geo is providing my network, there is somebody else providing the network for the Geo, isn't it? So they would go to the master DNS, it would check it over there. If it is not found, then it would say this particular domain is not there. Okay. So for example, I can actually go over here and I can check, like, let me give some random characters. .com. Okay. So what would it say? Hopefully it will not come up with something stupid.
It will give for not for, yeah.
Clear about it, guys? So like this, it would actually check it in the host file. It would go to the DNS. If it is not able to find it in the DNS, it would go to the master DNS. It would do a few hops. And if it's still not able to find, then it would say this site can't be reached. All this in how much time it is doing? Within milliseconds. It would be very, very fast. Okay? Yes, guys.
Yes, I got it.
So that is about this particular host file in this Windows. Okay? This is clear, guys? So,
yes.
And then you have, yesterday we've talked about the Windows PowerShell, and there are some additional clocks in the Windows OS, guys. We'll actually talk about it a little bit later. Okay? Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So some of the Windows shortcuts, yesterday we've just talked about a few, but some of the Windows shortcuts are listed over here. Just go through them. Yeah, most of this, I'm sure you know about this, but just go through them. Alt tab, you can actually switch between different tabs. All right, and then you have Windows D. What would happen if I click on Windows D? Go into the desktop. All right, and yesterday we've talked about the Windows E, right? It would open the File Explorer. Okay, if I click on Windows E, you know what is the Windows symbol, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, this one, this symbol on your keyboard. Okay, this symbol on your keyboard. So Windows E, it would actually open the File Explorer, and F11, it would maximize the window. Please remember this, guys. F11 is maximize the window. For example, over here, see what happened when I clicked on F11? It actually maximized. Only this stuff is showing. See, the file, the Chrome, other things are not showing up. Can you see that or not? Yes, guys. So let me hit on F11 again. What happened? Now this particular Chrome, this thing is showing up. Online folks, are you able to see my mouse? Yes, guys.
Yeah, yes.
Yes. So you would actually be able to see this particular Chrome window. But now, if I hit on F11, what happened? That particular Chrome window is not showing up. And over here in the down, you are not able to see the other tabs. The task thing is not gone. Now, when I hit F11 again, all that would show up. Okay. So guys, sometimes, this F11 would become very, very helpful for you. Okay. For our testers. Okay. When you actually want to send a screenshot. All right. So instead of sending multiple screenshots, if you hit on F11, there would be a maximized window, and you would actually be able to send a much better screenshot in one. Screen. You have a button called print screen on your laptop, okay, on your keyboard. All right. Clear about this, guys?
Yes, Shyam.
Control X, Control V, you know all this, right? And some of the Zoom shortcuts, guys, because we are actually using this Zoom very much, right? We are actually using this Zoom very much, right? So some of the Zoom shortcuts. Alt-A is mute or unmute. Okay. So for example, if I click on Alt-A now, it would automatically mute me, ideally. And Alt-A, it would unmute. Now, spacebar is temporary unmute. That is only when you hold it, it would unmute. If you just leave it. Sorry? No, spacebar will. No. Over here in the Zoom, it would unmute. Okay? See, over here, I have. When I hit the space bar, until I hit the space bar, it is unmuted. Now, this would be especially useful for the online participants case. If you want to talk, all you have to do is click on space bar and you can talk. Okay? And the moment you release it, you can be very sure it has been muted again. Okay? Is that clear, guys? Can you try that? Shiva, can you try that?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So this is about the Zoom meeting, and Alt-H would actually, chat. Okay. And Alt-S is share screen. All right. Clear about this, guys? So these are some of the Windows shortcuts. Guys, you can very well manage this with the mouse as well. Okay. No need of learning all these shortcuts. But if you know a little bit about these shortcuts, it would be very, very simple. All right. And especially if you do not know the Windows shortcuts, and if you are always trying to manage with the mouse, in your real-time experience, it would become, people would not like it very much. And they would see that, okay, does this guy really have experience or not? They can't conclude, but they would definitely have a feeling. Okay. Is that clear? Why do you want to put a doubt in somebody's minds? Yes, guys. Okay. So please ensure that you learn a little bit about these shortcuts. And as I mentioned yesterday, typing as well. Okay. Yes, guys. Typing as well. Learn a little bit. Don't search for letters. Okay. Where is my P? Where is my R? Don't search for that. Even if you cannot type it very fast, just at least a decent speed. Okay.
One time we press the space bar, unmute. What is the need of press the space bar?
If you want to talk.
No, when talk.
If you release the space bar, it would mute it again. See, over here, only in the Zoom meeting. It is not in others. Only in the Zoom meeting. On the space bar. Until I hit on the space bar, I am unmuted. I've unmuted. See, I've hit on the space bar. I've unmuted. Clear about that? So that would be useful for the online folks, not for you. Okay? Clear about it, guys? And guys, this should be a very interactive session. All right? So you guys should be talking very much. Okay? Now, these are some of the Windows shortcuts. And then, guys, we'll jump into the next topic. But before we jump into the next topic.
Shyam, one question, Shyam.
Yeah.
Can you explain one more time for port number?
Port number. Yes.
Yeah.
So what is port number? Port number is something like, let's think of it like, I'll give you a simple example. Let's think of it like you have an apartment.
Okay.
Okay. And in apartment, there are several flats.
Yeah.
Right. So in each flat, there would be different people that would be residing.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you want to contact Shyam, you have to go to flat number 301.
Okay.
If you want to contact Nitin, you want to go to flat number 502.
Okay.
Right. Now, all of these guys, Nitin and Shyam are residing in the same apartment.
Yeah.
Not in different apartments. They are on the same apartment. Okay.
Yeah.
So similarly, on a server, if there are multiple applications.
Yeah.
Okay. On a server, if there are multiple applications that you want to contact, what you would do is you would actually make use of this particular port numbers.
Port number. Yeah.
Okay. So on one port number, one particular application or one particular service would work. And on another port number, there would be a different service that would work.
Okay.
Okay. So for example, on this particular browser, if I use 8080 port number,
Yeah.
the communication would happen in the HTTP.
Okay.
Okay. If I use 443 port number,
Yeah.
the communication would happen in the HTTPS.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So like that, there would be with different port numbers, I would actually be able to make use of different services.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah. So like in one system, like how many port number is defined or it is not defined? Only 4-digit we can keep anything.
I think it is only 4-digit to my knowledge, but just Google it. Why not?
Okay.
Even I'm not very sure.
Okay. Okay. No issues. I will do that.
If you have a doubt, immediately Google it.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
How many port numbers are there? Simple, right? 65,535 port numbers are there.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Got it.
Clear about it, guys?
Yeah. It's clear.
Sorry, Anil.
Thank you, Shyam. Thank you, Shyam.
Sorry?
I'm just saying thank you, Shyam.
Yeah, sure. I'm asking something in the classroom. Yes. No, nothing like that. LoadRunner is pretty simple and straightforward to use. Okay. So JMeter, you would have to do a lot of things. Okay. But LoadRunner is a simple and straightforward tool. Happy, use it. But license cost. Very costly thing. Okay. See guys, observe this. There are people on this batch. There are some 3 or 4 people on this batch who are actually working on JMeter and who are trying to shift towards LoadRunner. You would have much more opportunities in LoadRunner. People don't realize that. See, you would always get value out of cost. You can buy a car for 5 lakhs, a Maruti car. You can buy a car with 5 crores for BMW. Okay. If you have enough money, which car would you buy? Why? You can spend only 5 lakhs and you can go in a Maruti car, right? It would also drive around. Why do you want to buy a BMW? Because you would have more comfort. Lot of comfort. Okay. Small things. Every small thing counts. Okay. It is attention to detail. All right. Maruti car. Chalo, engine run ho raha hai. Bas chalo. Okay. But BMW car, aesthetics, your look and feel, your touch, everything would be counted. Attention to detail for every small thing. Okay. The moment you sit in BMW car, you will feel that, okay, I don't want to sit in Maruti car again. All right. So that is the difference. Okay. So you try with the JMeter, you try with LoadRunner, you would understand the difference automatically. Okay. Clear about it? Yeah. Any other questions, guys? Sorry, you were asking something? Yeah. Okay. Any other questions, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Where these servers are located, sir? ICICI Bank, HDFC.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about that particular, architecture, where it is located, how many servers are located, what exactly, that would constitute of. We'll talk about all this. Okay.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Yes, guys. Any other questions?
Sir, can you explain Windows PowerShell once?
Windows PowerShell. You know what? We'll come back to that Windows PowerShell again. Okay, because at this point of time, there is only so much that I can actually show you. But when we come back to that particular Windows PowerShell, there will be much more that we are going to discuss on the Windows PowerShell.
Yeah,
right?
okay. Yeah, okay.
Looks like I'm saying for everything I'm saying, I will come back to it, right? Yeah. All right, guys. So today we've also covered the Windows shortcuts. Okay, guys. Also learn a little bit about this particular Excel and Microsoft Word. That also would be used a little bit in our daily day-to-day activities, and learning a little bit about that would always be helpful. See, WinWord is the shortcut. In the run prompt, if you type WinWord, it would automatically show. It would automatically open a document. It would automatically open a Microsoft Word document. Okay. If you type in MS Word, then what would happen? It would actually just show you. Okay. It would actually just show you MS Word. It would actually just show you in this particular search bar. And again, you would actually have to click on that. Isn't it? Again, you would actually have to click on that. But whereas if I type in the WinWord, what would happen? It would open a document. It all depends upon your comfort level with the keyboard and your mouse. Okay. So especially when you are working on the laptop, you would try to avoid the mouse. People with more and more experience, they would try to avoid the mouse very much. Okay. They would try to work with the keyboard as much as possible. Okay. That's the comfort level. There are some people nowadays, people are using mouse a lot, but I myself prefer to use a keyboard. See, in the search bar, I'm trying to open CMD. It would happen. But in the search bar, you have to actually go and click your mouse over here. Okay. I have to go and click your, point your cursor over here. But whereas, my cursor is over here. Now, can I go to the search bar without using my mouse? But I can go into the run prompt without using my mouse. There I'm not using the mouse. Without touching the mouse, I'm handling everything. I'm trying to handle everything. What's that? Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right, guys. Now let's actually go to the next topic. Actually, we are on the top of the hour, but then I would want to give an introduction to that particular next topic, and then we'll actually break for the day. Okay? We'll just have an introduction and we'll break for the day. I'll repeat it anyways again. Okay? So the next topic that we are going to discuss is software development lifecycle. Okay? Or guys, you can actually say it is any lifecycle, any product development lifecycle. Okay? For example, let's take a simple example, right? Let's forget about software or anything. Let's take a simple example. I want to build a house. I want to build a house. I don't want to buy a flat. I want to build a house. Okay. Now, what would I do when I want to build a house? Sorry? Go for planning. Before even I go for planning, first I have to do some analysis, isn't it? Okay, I want to build a house. How much house do I need? Or how much house do I want? There is a big difference, guys. How much house do I need? How much house do I want? What is the difference? Need and want. What is the difference? Yes, guys.
Need is less, but want is heavy. How much, like how much we need is always the little amount, but when it's come to multiple people, like one person will want some very less and others want very big. So there must be difference between need and want.
The moment you understand the difference between the need and want, and the moment you start stopping your wants and just concentrate on your needs, that would be the essence of your life.
Yeah, but no one.
What is your need?
That right.
See, for example, I can live happily with 20,000 rupees.
Yeah.
In 1 month, if I have 20,000 rupees, I can live happily. What is my want? I want 20 lakhs per month. Right? I want to buy a car. I want to, around the world, right? I want all those things. But do I really need a car? I can very well go in a bus. I can very well go in a metro. I don't need a car. I want a car. Okay? I can, very well go to Shilparam. I don't need to go to, New York for my vacation, isn't it? Yes, guys. Okay. So that is the difference between the need and want. Now, analysis. You should concentrate on your needs. What you are actually trying to build. In my house, there are 5 people. Okay. In my house, there are 5 people. So how many rooms do I need? At least 3 bedrooms. I would say 2 bedrooms is my need. 3 bedrooms is my want. Because if some guests come, I would want them to stay in a separate bedroom. I don't want to share. Okay. So 3 bedrooms is my want. Now, the difference comes where if I can afford to build a 3-bedroom house or not. Do I have enough space in order to build a 3-bedroom house? Can I afford to build that particular 3-bedroom house? Right? If I can afford, great. If I cannot afford, I'm in trouble. Isn't it? I'll go take a loan. And in order to fill that loan, pura jeevitam, gas. Isn't it? Yes, guys. So you have to analyze what is your requirements and what is your needs and what is your wants. Okay. And then that is when you want to go for the planning. Okay. I can afford a 3-bedroom house. I can't afford a 4-bedroom house, but I can afford a 3-bedroom house. So let me go for the planning. Okay. Vastu, all that, stuff. And we would, okay, I want this much kitchen. I want so many bathrooms. I want so many halls, all those things. I would actually put it and I would actually plan it. Okay. Now, once I plan the house, okay, this is what is my plan. Then I would go for building the house. Okay. So I would build the house and then I would actually use the house. In the housing, it is very simple. I would actually use the house. But then when I'm using the house, what would happen? There would be several defects that would actually come up. Okay. There would be several defects that would come up. What are those defects? Okay, I need a switchboard over here. Did I put a switchboard over here? I didn't. So what I have to do? I have to, place the wire to the laptop until there. And I cannot, freely move my hand. But if I put a switchboard over there, it would have been much more comfortable. Isn't it? Yes, guys. Okay. So like this, there are several defects that would come out. Then what I have to do? I would actually have to fix that particular defects. Okay. I would actually have to fix that particular defects. Now, once all the defects are fixed, once everything is very comfortable, once I'm very, very comfortable with all the... There's a lot of people dropped out. Am I boring you?
No, sir. You can.
No, sir.
No, sir.
All right. 4 people dropped out. Okay. So what I would do, once I build everything, then I would have to live in the house happily. Happily ever after? Is there a happily ever after? No. Again, the building would come up with maintenance, right? Paint pottery. You would actually have to paint it. There would be some, plumbing issues, drainage issues, lot of issues, electricity issues, right? So you would actually have to keep fixing those, isn't it? So this is how you would actually try to build a house, isn't it? Now, in the similar fashion, yes, exactly in the similar fashion, you would also try to build an application. Okay, you would also try to build an application. What is that particular application? For example, I have a bank. Okay, now I want to give online banking services to my customers. Okay, I want to give online banking services to my customers. Now, what are my needs? There are some 100,000 customers for me. So for all these 100,000 customers, they should be able to do the transactions. They should actually be able to, transfer money. They should actually be able to view their statements until 10 years back. Okay, that is my want. Until 2 years back is the need. Okay, so like this, you would actually try to find out what are all the requirements. Okay, and you would actually plan that. You would actually analyze that and you would actually plan that. Once you actually plan that, then you would actually design this particular website. Okay, these are all the different components that are there. On these different components would actually go and sit in different servers. These are the servers that are all there. All this particular design we would do. Once we design it, then we would build it. Okay, whatever the technology that we take, Java, .NET, Python, Perl, whatever, right? You would actually take that particular technology, build that. Okay, house build challenge, different ways. You can use normal bricks, cement bricks, or you can use the prefabricated houses as well, isn't it? So you would actually take whatever is comfortable to you, whatever is affordable to you, right? And you would actually try to build it, development. Okay, so whatever the kind of technology that you want to use and build that particular application. Is that clear, guys? And then once you build the application, you would start testing it. Even before you actually give it to the customer, you would actually test that particular application. You would find out if there are any defects. And then you would actually go for the giving it to the customer and end users. Okay, the end users would start using that particular application, and the end users would again come up with a lot of defects. And we would actually try to maintain that particular application. Okay, is that clear, guys? Yes, guys. Okay, so this is SDLC. Okay, this is the software development lifecycle. All right, so we'll talk a little bit more about this tomorrow, but for now, I know that we are at the top of the hour. So we'll actually stop it and we'll actually continue tomorrow. Okay. Any questions, guys, before we stop?
No, Sam.
Sure, I'll do that. Yeah, somebody online was saying something. Yes, guys. So let me actually fill my batch tracker. We've already lost 4 people, but let me fill my batch tracker. Is that 4? No, it is 5, right? Sorry.
Sam, I think 5, 6. You have put 5, 7.
Did I put? Okay, sorry. Thank you. Come on. We started somewhere at 9, 10, right? It is around 10, 15 now, but we'll say just 1 hour. And we did KYC part 3. And also we covered SDLC part 1. Okay. So for all the participants, Nitin, Anindra, Shiva, Priya, says, I believe Anita was there. I remember her. And I think Rohini was there. I don't know. There were 10 people, right? And who are here? Lakshmi, Anil,
Srivalli.
Ramani, Janu. Yeah, right. Srivalli was there. 10 plus 3. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Online folks, any questions? All right.
No,
so from the classroom, there is one question. In order for me to explain the MSTSC. What is MSTSC? Microsoft Terminal.
Microsoft
In order
Terminal Server.
Yeah, in order to access a Windows machine, a remote Windows machine. Okay, so you can go into the run prompt and you can actually give MSTSC. Okay, you would actually be able to go into the run prompt and you can give MSTSC. And over here, once that particular window pops up, over here, you would actually be able to give the host name or the IP address of that particular machine that you are trying to access. And yes, IP address. Here. Here. Okay. Any host name, like (172.0.0.1) IP address. Okay, or the name of that particular machine. Okay. Name, host name. See, you on that particular machine, you give a host name. It would actually tell you what is the name of that particular machine. Okay, so that particular name, you actually give that over here. Of course, you actually have to be in the same LAN, wide area network, or at least same LAN. Okay, clear, guys? Not exactly like work from home, but
staying in remote location and are trying to access the machine with connecting our office.
In a different location. Okay, maybe you are actually in the Hyderabad office and we are actually trying to cut.
For example, staying at home and we're trying to access the machine in our company.
So that also, yes, that also can be considered as a remote desktop connection. Okay. See, work from home. Normally, what these days what we are having is we are actually getting a laptop, and when we go into the when we go home, we are actually connecting to a VPN, virtual private network, and you are as good as you are actually in the office. Okay, you are as good as you are actually in the office. But in the previous days, what used to happen is there used to be desktops. We don't have so many laptops around. So there used to be desktops. So in your office, you have a desktop. From your home, you have a desktop at your home, your personal computer. Okay, you would connect to the VPN in order to ensure that you would actually get connected to the machine in your office. That's it. Okay. So you would get connected to the machine in the office, and you would open the machine in the office using this particular remote desktop connection. Okay. Or a simpler example can be, you are in your Hyderabad office. Okay. Now in your New York office, you actually have a machine on which you actually have your LoadRunner software. Okay. You want to work with the LoadRunner software. So what you would do, you would actually connect to the machine in the New York office, and you would actually work with it. Okay, how do you connect to the machine on the New York office? Using virtual private network. In order to access the complete network, VPN, if I have the VPN to my office from this laptop, I'm as good as I'm actually in the office network. So I will actually be able to access any application in the office. Okay, any application in the office. See, there are a lot of restricted applications in the office. All right, none of the applications that you can access in the office can be accessible from outside unless you actually have a VPN. Okay, so the client softwares, the client networks, all those things would not be accessible from your local machine. Office can be isn't it? Everybody would start working from home if everything is accessible from everywhere, right or wrong? But most of it will not be accessible from the outside. You would actually have to go to the office, or you have to get connected to the office network. Okay? Clear about it? Confusion with that? All right, guys. If you do not have any questions, you can drop off, guys. I'm stopping the recording as well.